powerful presenters, confident communicators. Decode this word called fear. Fear. This stops us from doing many things. What is the simple meaning of the word fear? What is the simple meaning of this word fear? Afraid. I'm afraid. Fear stops us from doing many things. Correct, isn't it? Now, let's break this up. So, what does fear actually, the full it says is forget. Then E stands for what? Everything. Everything and run away. Afraid of a dog, see the dog, run away. Correct, isn't it? Yeah. Anything which we are afraid of, we run away. Correct, isn't it? Our brain tells us that run. If you don't run, you're going to be in trouble. Correct? That's one way of keeping our brain what? Keeping our brain? Keeping our brain? Asking our brain to do what? Keep us safe. You remember yesterday's session we did? What is the job of our brain? Is to keep us safe, keep us comfortable. Correct, isn't it? Yeah. Bodybuilding. Anybody goes to gym here? So when you go to gym, our brain does not like to go to gym. Correct? But you know that you have to go to gym, you have to lift weights, you have to go out of your comfort zone, then only you can get that shape and that body. Correct? But what is the brain telling? Tungada, sleep, hit the snooze button. Correct? Doesn't want to go. Isn't it correct? We want to learn more, we want to earn more, we want to do more. Everything we have to leave the comfort zone. Correct? So what does fear do is forget everything and run away. The brain's way of telling that you are in danger. I'll save you. So it runs. Correct? It's a quick reaction that happens. Okay. So fear is forget everything and run away. Isn't it? Now, you want to overcome fear. How many of you want to overcome fear? Say aye. You want to overcome fear? Let's move on to that. Fear can also be decoded like this is what? Face everything and what? And rise. Nice. It's face everything and rise. This makes more sense. Correct? Isn't it? Yeah? Forget everything and run away is obviously all people are losers. They choose that. But legends, they face everything and rise. They face the dangers. They take it as a challenge. Yes, bring it on. So are you ready to face some fire?
Yes, Lord.
How many of you ready for some fire? Say aye. Aye. Now, there is also one more acronym about fear. Once you understand that, you will be understand that yes, fear should be well thought about. What we should be afraid of and what we should not be afraid of. Imagine you're going for your interview, you're going to meet the panel. What's going to come? Fear. But at that time, fear is going to help you. It'll disarm you. It'll make you feel, you'll have more anxious, you'll have palpitations, you'll sweat. And how will you do in the interview? So for the interview, for your panel, for your final selection, when you go there, that time do you need fear? No, that time you need face everything and rise. I have done, I have practiced, I have prepared, I have attended the workshop, I have done so many workshops, I have done so many presentations, I am ready. That is what you want to be. Isn't it? Rather than, what kind of questions they will ask. These are all triggered by what? Fear. Isn't it? Obviously you cannot know the answers of everything, correct? But what happens? What your mind tells? That you are not prepared. But the second one, face everything and rise, tells you what? Okay, if you are not prepared, fine, but still go and face it. So fear is face everything and rise. Let's understand. This is one amazing. This is the part where people do not understand the fear part. These are more for motivation. Yeah. Okay. Forget everything and run away. Face. You might have read that, but this is something very, very to understand. False. F stands for false. What is the meaning of false? Not true. Poi. False means poi. False evidence. False evidence. False evidence. False. What is the meaning of evidence? Evidence means there's proof. But it is false. Strange, right? False evidence. Correct? In court they give some false evidence, they give you evidence. But evidence, basically the word means there's a proof to it. Okay. False evidence, A, appearing real. Lovely. Yeah. Now this is something that we need to understand about fear. So forget everything and run away. That's what majority people, I don't want this, they live in their complete fears. Why? They are not ruling their mind. Their mind is ruling them. And what does the mind's perfect job is? Chinna vayasu the mind is telling you to stay safe. Your parents have conditioned you safe. Either thodada, other pudikada, either pannada, either pesada. Correct? Isn't it? Sit like this, don't stand like that. Yes? Correct? So we have got condition. Correct? Second one is face everything and rise. Logically. Being more conscious, not compulsive. This comes from which kind of a mind? Compulsive. Correct? This comes from conscious. And this comes from superconscious. Now, see this. What does it say? It says false evidence. False na? Poi. Evidence na? Proof is there. But appears real. Appears real. It will appear so real. Your mind will tell you that this is true, but it is actually false. Do you get the idea behind it? That's what fear does to most of our mind. It will give you an evidence. Kandipa. It will definitely happen, but it is all false. When you are reaching that level of superconscious, you will come to know, let me see. Let me make something called as calculated risk. Let me make calculated risk and see what exactly happens. Then you will come to know whether it is actually true or not. So these are the 3 acronyms or 3 extensions of the word fear. Ready to test out fear? Now when I am talking about fire, when I say fire, what comes to your mind? Fire. Nerpu. Danger. Fire. Destructive power. It can burn things. Anybody has got burnt here? Anybody had got small burn, big burns or any other thing? Monisha has got burnt. Madhu, ready? Are you ready? See, it's very simple. Coach says, I do. You trust your coach?
Yes.
I'll ensure that once again that nothing will happen. It'll look like false. Evidence appearing real. Okay. So when we talk about fire, we have different meanings. She has a different meaning because she has a past conditioning. Something happened, and because of that, we are not going to go into that. But we will. The thing is, she says is that currently she has some apprehensions about fire. Fire pathale, mindless, something will happen, and then she will stay away from it. She'll be more careful. Because why? She had an incident in the past. So shall we begin with this? So now we are going to do a wonderful activity. This is called as fire eating. Yeah, they do that, correct, isn't it? But for her the meaning will be very different, correct? So we are going to do something called as fire eating. Why are we going to do that? For her it will work. To again understand that it is just in our mind. Some of you will think it's very easy. Some of you will be having this. Same thing happens for public speaking. Same thing happens for interview. So today will be a symbolic representation that it is all in our mind. False evidence. This. Yeah, they will torture you again. The panel people will grill you. Have you heard this? It's a pressure interview. It's a stress interview. Why stress interview? It's an amazing interview. If you go into that interview, stress, how will you behave? You will get more stressed. But if you say, okay, stress is their stress, I'm gonna handle it. How will you go and do it? So before you learn any tools, it is all up here, isn't it? I can give you the best tools. I can teach you how to use it best. But deep down, if you believe that no, I am not a good user of these tools, what will happen? All the tools are useless. If you understand the pyramid of communication, the base is what? If you have self-doubt, you're your number one enemy. I am giving you best tools or not? You're working with one of the best. Samira Merchant, you guys are doing. How is she? Top of the line. Paul McKenna, top of our workshop. One of the best workshops. We're giving you best experience in every other way. Correct? I can give you all of that. But Ulla and the buyer in that now, that will hijack everything. You remember yesterday tic-tac-toe? I'm telling you, win as much as you can. But what are you doing? Hey, you win, nanu win, let's fight. Correct? I asked you, paper rocket. Everybody gave me paper plane. Your subconscious mind will hijack everything. Ready? So we are going to do something called as fire eating. What it is? Fire eating. Okay, Madhu has got volunteered for it. Madhu, ready? Madhu, I'll train you. I'll coach you. I'll do everything. I'll train you everything. T stands for training. I'm your trainer, I'm coach. But finally, then it's your decision. If you say, coach, no, I don't want to proceed, it's okay. Nice, lovely, wonderful. So we are going to do this wonderful activity called as fire eating. Now, first I'll explain you the science behind it. It's very, very simple. Now, fire needs something very important to keep burning. What is that? Oxygen. When we close our mouth, what happens? Oxygen is out there, and in our mouth, actually, there is a very high percentage of carbon dioxide. Not much of oxygen. In our nose, there is more of oxygen. But in our mouth has got more. Second thing our mouth fire cannot catch is why? Mouth is coated with saliva. There is so much of moisture in our mouth that it cannot. So, you're going to light and close. The moment you close, what happens? The carbon dioxide will extinguish the flame. There is no oxygen at all, so it will not burn. And what does the saliva do? What does the saliva do? Again, it will not allow your skin to get burnt. Shall we do that? So scientifically, looking at fire, oh, it's going to burn, this is going to happen, but it will all look like evidence. But it is false. It will look, face everything and rise. Shall we do that? Wonderful. How many of you ready for that? Say aye. I'll train you, I'll coach you, everyone. But please understand, the choice is yours. Decision is yours. I am your trainer, I am your coach. It is a two-way partnership. If you don't do it, it's okay. You can tell coach, I am too afraid to handle this. It's okay, I'll let it. You want more training, more coaching will help you. From today onwards, one-on-one coaching is also going to begin with you guys. Okay? Shall we get started? Yes, we'll have Madhu volunteering. Okay? Yes. One is mouth open, second one is what? Light. One. Smoke is coming. Ready? Light. Done. 1, 2, 3, open your mouth. Is there anything to be worried about? So where is all the fear? It's in the mind. Once you understand, once you study, you know, most of the fears are there in our mind. Write down this experience as fire eating experience. Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Sachin and I represent ICM, International Coaching Monks, here along with Mr. DK Dhoop, Dr. Purni, Anjuji, and finally under the guidance of Mr. Day, we work with entrepreneurs just like you to help you implement concepts like FIFO, first in, first out, JIT, just in time, management skills like Six Sigma and Lean, assembly line. And if you are looking to automate and take your business to the next level, ICM is the answer.